from the humble little Ruby book. It's a free download online on ruby.org, and I can't seem to get this to work. See if you can help me out here. Control K, I'm going to clear my screen here. And this part of the tutorial is on page 51, and it's called implicit block usage. And from what I can get from here is that what implicit block uses is that you don't tell your method, and this is straight from the tutorial, hey, I'm using a block, and then you call the method. You simply yield control of the block over. You simply yield control of the code over to the block. So what is he trying to say here? Let me read that verbatim. I call this implicit block usage because you don't tell your method, hey, I'm using this block here, and then call it in the method. I think the clue is, and then call it in the method. You simply yield control to the block. You simply yield control of the code over to the block. Let me see. Let's copy this. Copy. See, paste. This is what he wrote down. I call this implicit block usage because you don't tell the method, hey, I'm using the block here, and then call it in the method. You simply yield control of the code over to the block. So I guess he's saying you don't call the method, you don't call the block in the method. Okay, so let's figure this out here. I'm thinking it starts here, it prints this, and then it goes here to yield, and then yield goes down here to this, right? Uh-oh. Let me see. Ignore. See, pixelmator. See, try. Okay. You see. Or this one. Okay. It goes to here first, then it goes down to here, and then from this yield goes here, then it goes back here because we do not call it. Not calling. We're not calling. Let's see, I'm using here in the method. You simply come here, we call it in the method. I'm using a block. Yeah, we're not calling the block here. We're just yielding it. So it goes down and goes back up. So the method takes control of everything here. So that's what he's trying to say, right? The method takes control of everything. So I got that to work, but I haven't been able to get this part to work here. And from what I can figure, this is, of course, our name of our method is myEach, and it takes an array. And we all know that an array has things in it. Okay, it can have like 5 things in it. So the integer is 0 right now. So while this is 0, this is say let's say it's 5 in here. As long as this is smaller than 5, it's gonna do this. So yield is my array integer. So it's gonna spit back this number. So it's gonna spit back 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever number it has in here. Okay, and then it'll add another to it here, back there, until it runs out, until it's equal, and then it quits, and then it jumps back out. And we're gonna set this my test array, we're going to set it here because we're going to call it. We're going to call it here. We're going to call it here, and we're going to set the array here, and then it jumps into here, and then it prints dot dot 3, 4, 5. That's what I can figure it out from there, from the squiggly, all the squiggly stuff. So let me delete this squiggly stuff. Hopefully that'll work. So let me clear my screen. See, Control K. It's not. Tell me that crashed too. Let's see. It's not enter. Okay. Control K. So define my each. It's going to take an array. All right. Simple enough. Integer at this point is 0, ITER. So while the integer is less than the array dot length, all right. So while it's less, while the integer is less than the length, it's going to yield my array ITER again. So it's going to give us that until the, it's going to add 1 to the integer. Okay. Until the integer is equal to the array, and then it's going to jump out, and then it's going to stop. Okay. But there's nothing in the array right now, so we're going to put the stuff in the array. First, we're going to make an array that's totally outside of the method up there. It's not anything to do with the method. Separate. So my array equals, so we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the array. Okay, press enter. So that's in our array. So if I spit out test array, nothing comes out. Test array, there's nothing in the array. Test array, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we call my each, because my each takes an argument, my array, we're going to put test array inside there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 should be inside here. So test array, T-S-T-A-R-I, yeah, I'm spelling it right. But test array is a block because we know blocks because it has the squiggly line from last videos, and the way it gets inside the block is through the pipes, and item is how test array is going to get inside the block. So it's going to print whatever is inside these quotes, and it's going to print out, that's these things here inside there, and it's going to spit out the item. And I'm pretty sure that I did everything correctly. If you can see some typos, so it should spit out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to press enter. Hey, I'm using a block and syntax error, unexpected identifier, and see, I have not been able to make this work, and I've tried this 5 times. So I'm going to ask for help here. If you guys can help me out and see where I'm going wrong, I'd be really appreciative of that. Once again, I'm using the humble little Ruby book as a tutorial guide. Thanks very much for watching my videos. Please comment. Bye bye.